What's up, y'all? My name is Ghazi. I'm an engineer by day, entrepreneur by night, and I'm documenting my journey to grow my business to $10,000 per month. All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I send 2,500 emails every 2 weeks completely for free. I'm going to show you the entire process, how you source leads, how you scrape leads, and then create the email campaign, add email addresses, and then actually send out the campaign and get clients. I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step process, start to finish, so stay tuned. All right, let's get into it. All right, so step one, sourcing leads. So there's multiple ways that we can source leads. I'm going to show you how you can either source leads for free or source leads for I think it's like $1 per 1,000 leads. Basically, so the way I used to do it was I would use Apollo, and then I'd put something like plumbing in, and then we'd find all these companies, take this link, and then we'd put it into Appify. But recently Appify, I think they got sued by Apollo or something like that because I'd use an Appify scraper and scrape all these company names from Apollo, and I'd be able to do that for either super cheap or pretty much free. But so we're not really able to do that anymore, at least right now. So one platform that you can use is ampleleads.io. I got put onto this recently, actually. But so they'll give you 1,000 leads for free, and you can just take this Apollo URL and then copy and paste it into here, and then they'd give you all 20,000 of those leads. For the first 1,000 will be free, and then the next whatever, it would be like $1. I think it's like $1 per 1,000 leads. Let me check. Yeah, so it's $1.50 per 1,000 leads. So that's pretty cheap. But the surefire way that you can actually get leads completely for free, so you're gonna want to go to Growman. I'm pretty sure I have a video about this, but yeah, basically you can go right here, you go to hashtags, and this is like a Chrome extension, so just go on the Chrome store and you can download this extension. So I can just go digital, let's say I'm trying to work with digital marketing agencies. All right, digital marketing agencies, hashtag, I'll say extract 500. I think 500 is the maximum on the free account, but you can do this however many times you want, so it's pretty much unlimited. I'll go wait interval 13, we'll say go. And as long as you have a high wait interval, you're not gonna get banned on Instagram or anything like that. And so I'll get all these leads of Instagram accounts, and I'll get their email so I can reach out to them on email. I don't think this one came with the email. So out of these 500 leads that I'm gonna get, probably 200 to 300 of them are gonna have email. So I'll be able to send out emails to that list using the method that I'm gonna go over in this video. So we're just gonna pause that because I already have my leads. I don't wanna sit through that, but yeah, I'm gonna X out of that. So those are two ways. So come here, Apollo, copy and paste the URL of the company that you want or the industry that you want, and then you're gonna go into here and you'll get 1,000 leads completely for free. What you used to be able to do was go to Appify, use the Apollo scraper, you'd have $5 for free, so you'd be able to get a couple thousand leads completely for free because Appify gives you $5, but you can't really do that anymore. But there's probably some Appify scrapers that you can use that can get you leads for free, but I'm just kind of telling you what I've done and what I do. So that's step one, source the leads. And step two is gonna be to get a business email. So the way to get a business email for free is just to go to Zoho, and then you're just gonna wanna create an account on Zoho completely for free. You are gonna need a domain. So yeah, I guess you're gonna have to purchase a domain for $10 if you don't already have a domain. I have a few domains, so this is just free, I guess, for me, but you're gonna wanna purchase a custom domain. You can get them for literally $5 to $10. And then you're gonna wanna make a free account on Zoho and then move on to step three, which is signing up for Smartlead. So with Smartlead, basically they give you 2,500 emails and 1,250 active contacts. So that means that you can send 2,500 emails to 1,250 people every 2 weeks, assuming that you're using a different email for your account. And you can create different emails within your domains. You can get multiple domains and create multiple emails, and that's what I've done. So I'm just gonna use an email that I haven't used before. I'm gonna say info@okanumarketing.com. Let's see if this works actually, because I haven't actually used the same domain before. I haven't used the same domain within an email before, so I want to see if this works. All right, company URL. I'll just say okanumarketing.com. Okay, so we're gonna create this free trial. Let's see if it works. Please use a non-personal email. Okay, I'm dumb. Hold on. I'm stupid. Okay, let's do that. All right, so info@gazi.okanumarketing.com. Let's see if that works. Okay, bet. I was like, bro, what's going on? Okay, so I guess you only need one domain, and then you can create multiple emails within that domain to create multiple Smartlead accounts. So boom, I have this right here. So this is a new account. And so this is like my, what, 4th or 5th time doing this. Like, this is like, you can do this however many times you want. You just need to keep on creating multiple accounts. And if you're gonna, use a free exploit, you're gonna have to kind of use unorthodox methods. So let me see if I got this email. Okay. All right, bet. All right, I'm just gonna. Oh no, I am pro level. What are you talking about? All right, let's see. All right, bet. So boom, now we have this account. So now we're on the free trial, 2,500 emails, 1,250. And just for context, what is it? Instantly, which is like Smartlead's competitor, and a lot of people use Instantly. But with the free trial, they only give you, I'm pretty sure it's 500 emails and 250 contacts. So yeah, I use Instantly. I sent out a campaign to try it and kind of, see if it's as good as Smartlead. I personally like Smartlead better, but Instantly, it has its features. It's a little bit simpler to use. But for the free trial, they give you 500 emails and 250 active contacts. So during that window, like you can't really scale that. You can't really get a client from that. But like with this free trial, you can like realistically get clients from a free trial without spending any money, and then you can keep doing that over and over again. So all right, so step 1 was source the free leads. So I told you how to do that. You just use Apollo, Appify. You can use this software or this platform as well. And then you can also use Growman if you want it completely free. It's just gonna have their email. It may not have their first name and last name, but it'll have like their Instagram bio and stuff. So that's something that you're gonna have to like try to get around to try to get their name, so you can include that in the email, because you wanna personalize the email. But yeah, so that's how you source the leads. And then business email, so you just buy a domain, it costs like $10, and then you can kind of do this method on autopilot by creating multiple emails within that domain that you already have. So boom, that's step 2. And then step 3, sign up for the Smartlead free trial. So we did that. All right, so step 4 is to take our leads and verify the emails and just clean up the sheet overall. So let's do that. All right, I'm just gonna open each one. And I'm gonna send out 4 campaigns during this video to these 4 different niches, basically trying to send them automation. I'm gonna show you all the emails and everything that I send out, but it's gonna be to like help automate stuff within their business. So let's see, and then HVAC. All right, so these are the leads. And another cool thing that I found that you can do is actually create a column with AI. So right here, I have AI. You are helpful, intelligent writing assistant. Your task is to take an input, put in information about a prospect, and then generate a customized one-line email icebreaker to imply blah, 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 make it personalized. So this is basically to personalize the email. So I'm gonna start all my emails with this line. And so what it does is it takes their first name and it takes their, their headline right here. So the name of their company. right here, company name, and then it kind of puts it into a little one-liner. Hey, Brandon, love BDM. I'm also in health and wellness. So I wanted to run something by you. So that'll be like the first line of my email, and I was able to like create that with AI. So that was kind of cool. I think it's a new feature that they probably released like within the last few months. But so these are my leads, and we are going to go to MillionVerifier. So this is a way to verify email lists, and you can verify, I think it's 1,000 for free, completely for free. So that's why I'm using this software. Let's see, I'm gonna move myself out the way. I bet. And I've created like 5 accounts on this, so obviously I'm literally just gonna use another email. I'll actually just use the email that I used for my Smartlead campaign as well. And I believe you need a business email for this as well, so just keep that in mind. Marketing.com, password. Okay. All right. Brother. I'll just 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Okay, this is federal, so I'm gonna have to blur this out. Okay, let's just do that. Next. Your tax number is required. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, bet. I agree. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Let's see if I remember how we get these free credits. So let's go to credit balance. All right, so they give us 500 welcome credits. So that's nice. And then if we go to Everclean, and then if we integrate Smartlead into this, then we should get more free credits. So let's go here, and let's go to, we're gonna go to settings, and let's go API, generate API key. All right, that's gonna have to be blurred out, but let's do this. All right, I'll just say Smartlead integration. All right, save and connect. All right, so we couldn't find any emails. So now I'm gonna go ahead and upload my emails into Smartlead. Okay, so I got this right here. So let's go ahead and save this. So right now I'm just getting my leads into Smartlead, and then we're gonna go ahead and start setting up this campaign. So just a recap of how you get, how you are able to send out free emails every 2 weeks. How you're able to send out 2,500 emails every 2 weeks. So literally you just source leads for free on Growman. So that's literally 100% free. And then you get a business email. So if you already have a domain, that's 100% free. If you don't, you got to just spend $10 on the domain. It is what it is. And then sign up for a Smartlead free trial. So then you're just going to sign up for the free trial. Then you'll get the access to the 2,500 emails. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to show you how to take that a step further. And I'm actually going to go ahead and create this campaign and just show y'all how I do it. So these are my leads. Let's go ahead and download this. So file, download, and we're gonna comma separated. And before we upload those contacts into Smartlead, let's connect email accounts. Okay, so basically this is not too difficult. You can connect pretty much any type of email account. I believe I use Gmail accounts because they have the highest sending, I don't know what it's called, but usually when you send Gmail accounts, they're not gonna go to spam most of the time. So I just use Gmail accounts. So I'm just gonna go ahead and connect 4 Gmail accounts that I have to my Smartlead account. And basically what you have to do is just make sure two-factor authentication make sure that your Google account uses two-factor authentication, and then you're gonna get an app password on your Google account for Smartlead. And honestly, when I did that, I literally just like used ChatGPT and it pretty much told me what to do. So like, it's not difficult. Like, this is pretty easy stuff, I'm not gonna lie. What I'm doing right now is copying and pasting my email account information from my last Smartlead account to this. So that's just what I'm doing. Let's set the messages per day to 40. I usually like to go like 20. I'll go like 20 to 40 depending on how warmed up my email is, but my emails are warmed up, so we're gonna go with 40. Let's see, boom. Gonna set this up, 993, that's right. Okay, and this looks good. Do I need a signature? No, I don't. Yes, I do actually. Yes, I do want a signature, let's do that. Say from, gotta see. Okay, so I have 3 emails active. All right, let's do my last one. Add account, and I'm pretty sure on this free trial too, you can add as many emails as you want. So yeah, a lot of benefits with this, a lot of perks. Let's see. All right, we'll go here. And Smartlead also lets you warm up emails as well. So if you have an email account that hasn't been used, you can like literally just automatically warm up the email account. You'll send emails out to random people or random, I guess, email addresses on Smartlead, and you can have like 40 or 60% of them respond automatically, and it'll show Gmail that you're a real account, or you know, I guess depending on what email you're using. I've also used Zoho with Smartlead. I've connected my Zoho account, but I have found that Gmail does have the best open rates and everything, so that's what I would recommend. Let's see, boom, boom. All right. And then we got here. Boom, boom, 7, All right. Let's go ahead and create an app password for this. Okay. Bro, I need to know my passwords, bro. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Let's see. All right, let's try this actually. There we go. I'm cooking, bro. Smartlead. All right. All right, boom, boom. We'll say from Ghazi, save, and hold on, they're in the system. I gotta delete this. Boom, delete. Okay, and let's save that. All right, so now we have all our emails. Let's go ahead and let's do the warm up. So warm up, let's see, I think I usually do 20 per day. Randomize it, I'll go between 10 and 20. And then I'll say 40% on the reply rate. This just, again, it lets Gmail know that you're not a bot, you're a real person. So I got 40% reply rate. Daily target for replies. Let's see. No, so let's set this to 20. So, and then this to 0. And then let's go randomize. So yeah, I'll say between 10 and 20. And boom, boom, 40, enable Warmup. All right. All right, and then let's do the same for the other emails. All right, let's go to email sequences. So these are the emails I'm going to be sending. I pretty much put these in the ChatGPT, so let me make sure they're good. So we got email 1, notice you've been consistently, let's see. Notice you've been consistently posting on IG and engaging. Curious, are you currently booking? So we're gonna start with this. So basically I'll start with, hey, love this, wanted to run something by you. And then I'll go into this, which would be, notice you've been I help fitness coaches I help fitness coaches, we're gonna say, turn Instagram followers. I help fitness coaches turn Instagram followers into qualified leads on autopilot, turn Instagram followers. Turn Instagram followers into, I'll say, booked appointments. I'll say on autopilot. Recently, I booked one coach 15 appointments in just 7 days using an AI system. I'll say 47 appointments in just under 30 days using an AI system. Here's a simple offer. I'll guarantee you 10 qualified leads from your Instagram audience in the next 30 days, or you don't pay zero risk. Oh, cool. I'll guarantee you 10 qualified leads. I'll guarantee you 10 qualified leads from your Instagram audience in the next 30 days, or you don't pay zero risk. Over the chat. I like this. Okay, so we're gonna delete this, and I'll just say personalization. So, boom. Site running, coaching, Okay, so this will be my first email for fitness coaches. Hi, and then I'll do the personalization. So that'll say, wanted to run something by you. Hey, Brandon, love your company. Wanted to run something by you. Let me X out of these. Wanted to run something by you, so I'll just delete this. So then it'll say, I help fitness coaches turn Instagram followers into booked appointments on autopilot. Recently, I booked one coach 47 appointments in just under 30 days using an AI system. Here's a simple offer. I'll guarantee you 10 qualified leads from your Instagram audience in the next 30 days, or you don't pay zero risk. Worth the chat? I don't know if I like worth the chat. Zero risk. Worth the chat? Whatever, I'll use it. Worth the chat? Yeah, I like that. Okay. HVAC. Let's see. Notice your company has been serving blah, blah, blah. Do you still have a database? Ooh, I kind of like that. I noticed company name has been serving for a while. Do you still have a database of past customers sitting unused? I specialize in helping HVAC companies turn those lists into booked jobs. Last month, I helped an HVAC business book 20 appointments in 7 days with a simple automation. Here's my offer. I'll generate $10,000 in new revenue from your old customer list in 90 days, or you don't pay. I'll generate $10,000 in new revenue. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Hold on, bro. Let me say average HVAC. I'll say system replacement cost. Or no, I'll say average HVAC job worth. Brother, that's not what I'm asking. Average HVAC, I'll say HVAC cost. I can't type, bro. Average HVAC cost. New HVAC system is $13K. All right, let's go to chat. Let's go to chat. I'm gonna say average cost. Ooh, let's close that. average cost of HVAC, I'll say job, be concise. 7,000 for new system, 4,000, simple repair, 150 to 1,000. Okay, let's go 5,000. Let's say, yeah, let's go 5,000. Let's go 5,000. All right, so here's my offer. I'll generate $5,000 in new revenue from your old customer list in 90 days. I'll say should I say 60 days? In 60 days, in 90 days, or you don't pay. We'll keep it in 90 days, or you don't pay. Interested in testing it out? Your name. Okay, I like this as well. Okay, boom, let's go. I really like this actually. I noticed. I think I'm gonna use this instead of the personalization, honestly. Okay, and then what's this? When I checked, I noticed you got solid reputation, but you I build automated review funnels that capture customer feedback. Dude, I also like this. I'm not gonna lie. When I checked company name, I noticed you, and I created these kind of based on offers that I wrote out, and yeah, so basically what I did was I created 6 offers that I think would be valuable for these 4 different niches: fitness coaches, digital marketing agencies, and HVAC contractors. And I should have plumbers as well. I don't. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I'll use this email for plumber. That's what I was gonna do. So basically I wrote out offers for different niches, different industries, and then I kind of put this in the ChatGPT and said, write me an email. And this is what it gave me. And I'm basically just editing this a little bit to make it better. Let's see. So let's go to digital marketing agencies. So I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna say email 2. Let's just go here, Control X, go here, and well, I'll say plumbing. So we're gonna use this as well. Boom, we're gonna use that. Digital marketing agency. All right, let's see. So saw you run company name. Curious, do your clients have chat widgets on their sites that actually convert? I help agencies increase client retention by building ad chat widgets. For example, I build one that boosted conversions by 35%, adding about 5K. I help agencies increase client retention by building AI chat widgets that book more leads. I don't like that. I work with digital marketing agencies to automate their client onboarding and follow-up. Agencies using my system. Agencies using my system has seen client retention and upsells increase by 30%. Here's my offer. I'll create a done-for-you onboarding follow-up automation for one of your clients. Free setup, only pay if it sticks. I kind of like this. I'm not gonna lie to you. To automate their client onboarding and follow-up. Agencies I've seen client retention. Yeah, I like this. I bet. Okay, so we got boom, 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 and boom. Okay, bet. Now let's create this campaign. So we're gonna add all our leads to Smartlead, and then after that, we're gonna go into MillionVerifier, and then it'll allow us to clean the list completely for free. All right, so we got first name, last name. All right, upload a context 305. Okay, bet. Now let's just do this real quick for all the other campaigns. Okay, 296 added. Okay, so now that we have the emails, let me just like X out of this and X out of these. So now we're gonna go into MillionVerifier, and dang, it is dark, bruh. See, I just be working, bruh. Hold on. All right. Okay, so now we have these campaigns. Let's go to MillionVerifier and reload this. Reload. All right, let's go to boom. So now we have this list, and we get 1,000, including all active integrations. So we get these for free, I believe. All right, let's go. So it's gonna clean out this list. Let's go next. Let's see. All All right, let's see. How do I get this for free? Oh, see, I see. Man, they just make it difficult, bro. Okay, so in order to get this for free, you need to have less than 1,000 contacts in Smartlead at once. So what I'm gonna do is delete this campaign then. Sure you want to that? Yes. So I'm deleting digital marketing agencies. Let's check our active leads, 867, okay, bet. And then now let's go to MillionVerifier. Let's reload. I'll reload, bet, $0. Okay. So we're going to do this. All right, so we got it. Activate this, and I'm literally just gonna deactivate it right now. I'm gonna deactivate the subscription right after this, but so we got 1,000 free emails, boom. And now it is cooking, I bet. And then I also believe that we get another 500 for just opening this account. Let's see. Okay, credit, email verification. Okay, so I think that one, okay, bet. So we got credit 500. So bet, so we have another free 500. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean my digital marketing agency leads that I deleted. So boom. Let's see, available credits 500, boom, boom, start verifying. All right, bet. So now we're verifying the email, the digital marketing agency emails, and we're also verifying the plumbing emails and the, what is it, HVAC and fitness coach emails. So we're cooking. Okay, so the leads have now been verified on MillionVerifier. So it found a couple invalid leads. It says 6.2%, 9%, 6%. And then also, if I go back to, let's go back to overview. So this right here, let's go to results. I'm trying to find, okay, yeah, so go to one time. Right here. So digital marketing agency as well. So these leads were cleaned. So now I have these clean leads right here. We got here, here, here. And so what I did, I just downloaded them, and now I'm going to update, or I'm going to upload them into these campaigns. So I'll just start with digital marketing agency, upload. And I'm just doing this so that I can remap the leads. So let's just call this digital marketing agencies. And we are remapping the leads. So let's go first name, last name, email. Then we'll say company name right here. And we'll say personalization. I'll call it custom field, save and next. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and do the same for this. Reload, create campaign, upload, custom field that, save. Okay. All right, now let's start sending out these campaigns. Okay, so this is what we'll do. I'll say first name, and then I'll say thoughts. Okay, bet. First name, thoughts. And so this is for fitness coach. So we'll go to fitness coaches right here. So we're at the chat. So this is what we'll do. Boom. And then let's go. Personalization. All right. I hope fitness coaches turn Instagram followers into booked appointments on autopilot. Recently, I'll say automatic. I don't like autopilot. I'll say, I hope fitness coaches turn Instagram followers into booked appointments automatically. Recently, I booked One coach, 47 appointments in just under 30 days using an AI system. Here's a simple offer. I'll guarantee you 10 qualified leads from your Instagram audience in the next 30 days, or you don't pay. Zero risk. Worth the chat. And then I'll say, let's see, I hope fitness coaches recently I booked for worth the chat. Okay, and then we will add the signature. All right. And then let's add a step. We'll say manual step, wait 1 day, and then we will go here, email, manual follow-up. Okay. Brother. Okay, but so we got email follow-up right here. All right. And then with this email follow-up, I'm gonna use something that I like using. I'm gonna use this. Where is it? Right here. Hi, first name, just checking in again. Would there be interest in this? No, this is a long shot. But I'd love to work with you. Think I can add a fair? This is the right fit. Just wanted to. Okay, bet. So we got here. I help fitness coaches turn Instagram followers into booked appointments automatically. Recently, I booked one coach, 47 appointments in just under 30 days. And the personalization is going to be, let's go back to here. Hey, name, love blank, also in blank. Also wanted to run something by you. I help fitness coaches. Here's a simple offer. Okay, bet. I like that. Okay, I like that. Boom, boom. All right. Then let's go HVAC campaign. So let's just copy and paste this. Copy that. I'll say boom. Copy and paste that. Fitness coach leads. Boom. And then for HVAC, we're going to do this. We're gonna say right here. Hi, first name. I noticed company name has been serving. Then we'll say the location. Location for a while. Has been serving location. I know this company name has been serving location for a while. I hate using dashes. Dashes just screams AI, bro. Like, you never want to use dashes. I know this company name has been serving location for a while. Do you still have a database of past customers still sitting unused? Do you still have a database of past customers sitting unused? I don't like that. Sitting unused. Let me. I'm gonna say rephrase sitting unused. Do you have a database that's just sitting idle, that isn't being put to use, that is just there sitting? I like the idle. Do you have a list of past customers that's just sitting idle, that isn't being put to use? I'll say that's just sitting idle. That's just sitting idle. Do you have a list? Do you still have a database of past customers that's just sitting idle? I specialize in helping HVAC companies turn those lists into booked jobs. Last month I helped an HVAC business book 20 appointments in 7 days with a simple automation. 20 appointments in 7 days with a simple automation. Here's my offer. I'll generate $5,000 in new revenue from your old customer list in 90 days, or you don't pay. Interested in testing it out? And I'll say boom, and I'll say signature. All right, and then let's add step, email, boom, boom. Let's go back to here, email, boom. All right, delete that space, control copy, go here. All right, there we go, blah, blah, blah. All right, then let's go back to here. Okay. All right, so fitness coaches. All right, so we got this, import leads. No, we got this. All right, let's save and next. Okay, and then HVAC. We got boom, boom. All right, let's save and next. And then let's go to plumbing. So plumbing is going to be right here. Control copy. And let's see. So hi, first name. When I checked company name, I noticed you've got a solid reputation, but do you have a system to automatically generate 5-star? You got a solid reputation. You know, I kind of like this. I think I'll use this instead of the personalization one. When I checked company name, I noticed you got a solid reputation, but do you have a system? I build automated reviews that capture customer feedback right after a job. One client went from almost no reviews to multiple in the first week. My offer. I'll build one for you at no cost. You only pay after it gets your first five reviews. Sound fair? Signature. All right. Sound fair, or should I say, how does that sound? Sound fair? I'll say sounds fair. So basically, I'll say basically I build one client went from my offer. When I checked, I noticed you got a solid reputation, but do you have a system to automatically generate 5-star reviews? Wanted to run something by you real quick. I'll say when I checked company name, I noticed you got a solid reputation, but was wondering if you had a generate. I'll say but I noticed you had a solid reputation, but I was wondering if you had a solid system in place to actually generate 5-star reviews. Basically, I build automated review funnels that capture customer feedback right after a job, and capture customer feedback right after a job. I'll say, and basically I build automated review funnels that capture customer feedback right after a job and ensure that capture positive customer feedback right after a job and ensure that negative feedback gets redirected to a private page. All right, wanted to run something by you real quick. When I checked company name, I noticed you've got a solid reputation, but I was wondering if you had a solid system in place. I was wondering if you had a system in place to automatically generate 5-star reviews. Basically, I build automated review funnels that capture positive customer feedback right after a job and ensure that negative feedback gets redirected to a private page. One client went from almost no reviews to multiple 5-star reviews, multiple 5-star reviews in the first week. My offer, I'll build one for you at no cost. You only pay after it gets you your first 5 reviews. Sound fair? Sounds fair. I'll see how does that sound. How does that sound? All right, let's add a step. Boom. go here. Where are we? All right. And hi, first name, just checking in again. Would there be interest in this? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. And let's go ahead and save this. The email cannot be empty. What are you talking about? Over the timeout. All right, what was it? It was first name dots first name dots okay, save. And let's go to digital marketing agencies. Okay, first name dots. And then let's go to digital marketing. So we'll go here. All right. Hi, first name. I work with digital marketing agencies to automate their client onboarding. All right, so let's do, all right, let's add personalization. Okay. I work with digital marketing agencies to automate their client onboarding and follow-up. Agencies using my system have seen client retention and upsells increase by 30%. Here's my offer. I'll create a done-for-you onboarding and follow-up automation to one of your clients. Free setup, only setup. I'll say free setup, only pay if it sticks. Would that be valuable for company name? Would that be valuable for company name? And I will leave it. Would that be valuable for, yeah, okay, my bad. Let's go back to import leads and sequences, and let's add the signature, and then we'll go to add step, email, come here, email, follow up email. Okay. All right, so I have the email set. And now let's sequences. Okay, sender accounts. We'll say boom, 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 boom. Save email address. Schedule campaign. You like to go every day, and I'll go from, I'll say 7 a.m. to, let's see, 5 o'clock. Is 17, so we go, I'll go 19, and then we'll say 5 minutes, but it actually uses your email account, and my email account is every 7 minutes, so it's going to use that. And the max number of leads reached out, I'll just put 10,000, but I'll use the email addresses. So my email, I believe I put 40, so each email can only send 40 emails per day. So then we'll do that, and then set campaign date. We'll start tomorrow. It's Saturday. We'll start tomorrow. Okay, and boom, boom. Choose time zone. Central time. Let's see. Chicago. I bet. All right. Save email accounts. Let's go to schedule campaign. Boom, boom. Chicago. So 7 to 19. 7 to 19. Say 5 minutes. Campaign date. Let's say Saturday, 17th. And then 3. So save this, save, and next. Go to the final review. Choose sender accounts. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, schedule campaign. Okay, save. We can just save this and go here. Choose sender accounts. Save email address. Schedule campaign. Did that again. Let's go Chicago. Boom, boom. What was it? 7 and 19. Go tomorrow. 5 and boom, boom. Save. Okay, now let's double check everything. Final review. So we got hi, hey Luke. All right, so let's edit that. Hey Luke, love. All right, so let's go to sequences, delete this, and save and next. Okay, so hey Luke, love vertical web, also in marketing and advertising. I work in digital marketing, Here's my offer, I'll create blah, blah, blah. Signature, would that be valuable for company name? Okay, so sequences. All right, we'll just say, would that be valuable for you? Does that sound valuable to you? Does that sound like, should my offer I'll create that for you? Does that sound like something, would that be valuable for a company? Would that be valuable to you? I'll just say, how does that sound? I ain't gonna lie. How does that sound? Create that for your offer. How does that sound? All right, bet. And save next. Final review. So hey Luke, love vertical web, also marketing advertising. Want to run something about you? I work digital marketing agencies to blah blah blah. Amy talk to me. Love a creative blah blah blah. How does that sound? Okay, bet. All right, so let's schedule that. And then let's go plumbing. Well, matter of fact, I should probably configure this. Hold on. Let's see. So we want to don't track because that improves deliverability. Decide how much priority needs to be given to follow up. I like to go like 60-40. Auto pause if one of the leads, no. Auto pause if one of the leads, no. And then we go send to all, yes. And then activate auto protection. I'll say 5% for auto pause for the bounces, blah blah blah. All right, save general settings and save it next. Hi Mark, wanted to run something by you real quick. When I checked RB, I noticed you got a slow reputation, but I was wondering if you had a system in place to automatically generate advice. Basically, I built automated review funnels that capture positive customer feedback right after a job. Okay, boom, boom, and start campaign. And then let's go back here to setup and let's modify this and go to, so we want to not track that. And I also want to activate auto bounce, and I can't do that anymore because I started it. It is what it is. Okay, so we got, all right. And then I'll go with this to 60-40. Save general settings, save and next. All right, so we got, hey Luke, love, blah, blah, blah. Here's my offer. How does that sound? Update campaign. Okay. Then we got here, settings, don't track. I'll say 60/40. Auto pause at 5%. Save general settings. And final review. I help fitness coaches book calls automatically. Okay, let's final review. Hey Brandon, love blah blah blah. Hey Kate, love. Hold on. Active. Okay. Recently, I booked one coach. Here's zero risk, worth the chat. Okay, bet. Schedule that. And then HVAC. Let's go here. First name. Save and next. Hi, Justin. Bro, why does it always does that, brother? All right, so name. Boom. Save and next. Final review. Let's go to setup, modify, don't track, and 60/40. Enable 5%. Save. Okay. We got here. Hi Justin. I noticed blank has been serving. All right, so let's fix that. I noticed company _name. I noticed has been serving Columbus. Do you have a database of past customers that's just give it? I specialize. I helped. Here's my offer. I noticed. Has been serving. I've run for a while. Okay, bet. All right. Okay, and there you have it. Scheduling campaign. All right, bet. So those are 4 campaigns scheduled. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I can let y'all know how the campaigns do, how many clients I get from the campaigns. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So these are gonna start getting sent out tomorrow, and hopefully I can get some clients from this. I can let y'all know how it goes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's how you set up an email campaign from scratch. And yeah, let me just give y'all a recap of how to do this step by step, completely free. You don't have to pay. So step 1, scrape leads. So I literally showed you how to scrape leads. All you need to do is use GrowMan to scrape leads off Instagram. Completely free. You can scrape unlimited leads. And then step 2 is to get a business email. So if you already have a domain, you can literally just use Zoho to get a completely free business email. If you don't have a domain, you got to go ahead and buy it. It's like $10. I'm kind of creating this video assuming that you already have a domain and that you've already kind of been in business, or you're trying to start a business, so you have a website. So all you got to do is go ahead and get a free Zoho account to create that free business email. And then next, just Smartlead free trial. So you can use that business email to get a Smartlead free trial. And using that domain, you can create multiple emails to get multiple Smartlead free trials. So you can keep on doing this. And then step 4, use MillionVerifier. As you saw, I use MillionVerifier to clean 1,500 emails. So when you sign up with MillionVerifier, you get 1,000 free emails when you hook up your Smartlead account to it, which I showed y'all. And then you get 500 emails for just signing up. So that's just 1,500 free emails. So scrape leads, get your free business email, use the Smartlead free trial, and then use MillionVerifier to verify the emails. And that's pretty much it. That's how you, from A to Z, start and send out 2,500 free emails every 2 weeks, completely free. And so yeah, in terms of a business update, basically for the past month, I've been doing a bunch of stuff behind the scenes to grow my business. I joined a paid community that I've been implementing certain tactics to scale my business and to grow it, because I felt like my business was stagnating. So I've been doing that. It's been a lot of work. I'll probably drop a video about it soon. But yeah, so I've been doing that for the last month. And I've also been working at my engineering job. That's been picking up lately as well because I've been having to work overtime because we've been having a bunch of submittals. But yeah, so it's been crazy the past couple weeks. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll probably give y'all like a more in-depth business update on a future video when I have like a better grasp on the outputs and the inputs that I've been putting in and the outputs and how all the work that I've been putting in towards my business, how it's been performing and the results that I've gotten. But yeah, that's about it. This is week 23 of my journey to grow my business to $10,000 per month. Call me on this journey. Appreciate you watching my videos, and let's get 1% better every single day.